Hey there, my name is Pravus and welcome to more Timberborn in Woodsyville. In the last video, not only did we expand out some of our housing and situation, which looks really pretty cool, but also we built a mega dam. By mega dam, I mean it's actually pretty small and very cost effective, but it does the job because we turned this entire area into one giant reservoir floodplain. It's awesome. At this point, I'm really hoping that the discharge rate that we are getting out of this is a little bit lower than the inflow rate of the river itself. Wish there was a way to test that to see if the water levels are actually rising, because I actually need that to happen. Otherwise, I mean, our other option is to go ahead and just store up the dam. I really want this water to build up. It's important for when we have major droughts, you know? We're going to have plenty of water stored up. Speaking of which, we have one arriving in about half a day. So that's going to be a thing. By the way, I had a thought on something. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm kind of think it might. And if it does, I might be slightly a genius. So something I've observed, right, and we've mentioned this several times, is that soil seems to gain fertility based on its proximity to some water, right? The water touches a tile, and then immediately further down, it just immediately fertilizes the entire area, right? So my thought is, there's this handy little thing here called a water dump, which just discharges a small amount of water. It's not even very expensive to research. Could we place this somewhere over here and literally create a giant radius of fertilized area for one tiny amount of water? Is that a thing? I don't know, I bet you it is. So we have a couple ways of approaching this. I'm sure that you could probably build some levees out in like a little diamond-shaped pattern like this, and then maybe place a dump on top of it, and I'm pretty sure that would work, because that should contain the water. But at this point, we've also unlocked dynamite. So my point is, let's go ahead and drop off some dynamite here. We're gonna create a little hole right down over meow, and we're gonna create a water dump. We're gonna dump some water, and I just wanna see, is it going to fertilize this entire area? Because if so, forget complicated irrigation systems. Water dumps are gonna be the way to go. All right, dynamite, time to go boom. Ready? Boom, there we go. Hey, look, we've created a tiny little hole. Let's place a water dump just like this. Oh my God, it works, look at that. Okay. Am I a genius then, or what? This is some Minecraft kind of stuff, you know? You just place down one little water block and it's completely surrounded and everything fertilizes and it gets irrigated around it. And I have no idea how quickly this is going to drain into the soil. It may never, I don't know. Let's see. We've dropped off a little bit more water. Let's go ahead and pause this so no one's working here, because why waste the job? And let's just see. We got 15 water set up over here. I'm curious how long this lasts regardless. If we're talking one person walks over with a bucket of water once in a while and this entire area gets fertilized, that's a little ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, I'm not crazy. That's a little bit nuts and silly. Anyway, let's go ahead and place down a whole load of new chestnuts and stuff. Why not? More food, it'll be great. How's our water situation looking with the drought right now? You can see the water levels here have drained a fair bit. And I bet you they've drained up here as well. Yeah, this area didn't used to be exposed. We can try to release a little bit of water. I'm not sure how much difference it's really going to make, but a little bit here and there. I mean, it allows us to kind of fill this area back up, which lets us start getting a little bit of power again. I don't know. I mean, ideally, I can let this thing run during the entirety of the drought. Ideally. And there's plenty of water to sustain that, I suspect. It just depends on how, like, efficient the mechanics of, like, fluid movement are in this game, the fluid dynamics. So I'm not really sure what to expect there, but we can try to let it run for a little bit. And in just a little while, we'll see that the water has, yep, indeed, flowed enough out of here. What I don't see any point in doing is letting the water level rise up high enough that we start losing water like this, right? Unless the goal is to desperately maintain power, right? If the goal is to keep power going at all costs, then okay, we have to accept a loss of water. By the way, this also looks like some Minecraft kind of stuff, doesn't it? But if the goal is to preserve water and not power, then we let it flow enough that we're pretty sure it fills this area up, so we can keep draining out some of this water, but this becomes our buffer to actually know, hey, we need a refill, or hey, don't keep the water flowing, stupid. I don't know, you get the idea with all that. I cannot believe this freaking works. I feel like this probably ought to change, if I'm being honest. If I were a dev, I'd be like, that kind of kills the fun of it. I mean, isn't there... Yeah, there's like an actual irrigation water tower thing. It's so much more expensive. 15 logs and 20 lumber? Why? This is like half the cost. Almost, anyway. And I have no idea... Oh, okay, it takes a little less water, apparently. Just a little less water. Oh, whatever. You get the idea. Stream gauge. Oh, wait a minute. You know how I've been talking about wanting a map mode? This isn't exactly a map mode, but what it is it tells me water levels. Oh, dude, wait a minute. This is something I've been asking for. Hold the phone. Let's go ahead and place down a couple of these stream gauges. And using these, I'll be able to determine how much water is actually flowing. Oh, this is great. I'm so happy. Okay. All right, so how does this work? Stream gauge. Click on it, and you can see water level of 0.41. The highest water level is 0.52. What about over here? 0.26. Interesting. Okay, what about over here? 1.4. Sure, and then I built one down over this way. 0.62. Okay, so when the drought ends in, wow, 5 more days? My God. When the drought ends in 5 days and this place starts filling up again, this will answer definitively our question about whether we are inputting more water into this water reservoir than we are discharging. Dude, I am so glad that that exists. That's awesome. I wish I had seen that sooner. I'm also going to spend some science points unlocking a few leisure buildings. Like a shrine, a small shrine where the beavers can contemplate their existence or something. I don't know, sounds like the sort of thing that a beaver would absolutely care about. But a couple of these just gets a few extra visitors taken care of. Let's say place one over here. Sure, why not? That'll be great. And a little bit more leisure here and there, of course, just means a bit more population well-being, which of course just makes everyone, generally speaking, a bit happier. Wait a minute. Oh, interesting. Oh, there's the spirituality. I was gonna say, it looks like fun doesn't care. No, spirituality is its own category. That's fine, though. We can click on beavers, by the way, and something I learned kind of recently just looking around, and I think someone probably mentioned this in the comments as well, you can actually see what the impacts are gonna be of meeting certain well-being needs. For example, carrots is nutrition level 1. Meet this, and you get life expectancy. Meet the grilled potatoes, and they are stronger. Bread we don't have, but if we did, they'd be faster, right? Grilled chestnuts gives us a bit of extra strength. Spatterdock gives us more life expectancy. Crackers, more carrying speed, etc. So every one of these different well-being categories gives some sort of a benefit. What does spirituality do? It gives 5% working speed, because a religious beaver is a very busy beaver, I guess. Temples are even better. What does books do? Is that, it keeps bouncing in and out. 20% working speed. Okay. Alito, a little bit of working speed there. Mudpath, a bit more. Carousel, even more. Okay. And then it looks like Awe Wonders. Ah, yes. These do quite a bit, it turns out. Good lord. Walking speed 30% alone would actually be fan-flippin-tastic. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff here. Apparently, for some reason, we have not been going to... This particular beaver, anyway, has not been going to any of the social events. Therefore, missing out on the opportunity to increase fertility. Dude, you gotta get involved in the social scene. That's the only way you're gonna get any chicks. Finally, that drought is coming to an end. How low did the water get over here? 0.22. Yeah, we lost a lot of water in this floodplains. I'm surprised, honestly, how fast it drained, but I guess that is still somewhat to be expected. Does that mean we need to build an even bigger dam still? Because, I mean, if that's what you guys want, I can build a bigger dam. I'm good at building dams. It's what I do. I'm a beaver. Anyways, all right, so once again, here cometh the river, which will start to flow in. I am losing a bit of water here due to some discharge, but we'll be able to start keeping an eye on this water level, which we can see is steadily going up a little bit here. Kind of, sort of. I mean, it's got a bit of a ripple effect. We'll check back on that in just a little bit. In the meantime, once again, I hit a button. I have no idea what that does. Oh, I built a couple Lidos over here. Lidos, once this water starts to flow over here, is basically just going to be like a little public pool, you know, kind of like a little pier for some kids to play in a netted area or something. I don't know. Should increase a little bit of that leisure, which we already know is going to result in us getting a little bit of extra working speed, I believe is what it was. Yeah, here we go. And here comes the water. We can see that water level going up a semi-reasonable-ish rate. There we go. And yeah, now the beavers are having fun and hanging out in the pool. That's much better. What else do we want to get? We could unlock the temple. I mean, a beaver religion? It's not a bad idea. Carousel. Merry-go-rounds for beavers of all ages. I'm guessing this... Yeah, it takes power. 400 horsepower. Oh, my God. What about a mud bath? 1,800 science for this sucker? Yikes. Okay. A mud bath mechanically infused with bubbles. This takes water and some sort of special lumber I have not seen. Wooden workshop. Strengthen planks by infusing them with resin. So this is where all the pine trees suddenly become useful, huh? Okay. Well, I mean, we could unlock a temple. It doesn't require any special power and stuff. Let's go ahead and do it. Whoa. This thing looks kind of cool. Check this out. This is an awesome looking temple. Holy crud. I love it. All right, let's go ahead and place a temple right up over here, I guess. The doink. There we go. Oh, dude, that's going to look really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm also placing down some little extra terraces here and there, more shrines, literally anything I can find to go ahead and start building up that well-being. And I'm shocked that it's still only at 12. People just only have so much time during the day. I guess what we could do is literally reduce the working hours by a couple hours, right? That's up here in the top right. And that will give people more leisure time to go and spend getting their well-being up. Which I'll bet you there's some sort of a break-even point where as long as, let's say, I don't know, take 1 hour off in order to go and visit the temple and get a, 25% working speed boost. And I'll bet you that easily pays for the hour that you lose, right? So, I don't know, I guess this is kind of just going back to the natural development of modern societies, that the more productive we become, the more leisure time we can afford, which leads to a happier populace, which leads to good stuff. By the way, holy crap, why are we out of food? No, for real though, like literally, why are we out of food? Oh my God, this disappeared so fast and I didn't even notice. Okay, hang on. Hang on a minute. Hang on, about that. Hold the phone. Wait a minute. Oh, wow, yeah, wah, wah. Let's go ahead and place another little storehouse over here. I've decided that placing farmhouses on top of storehouses is very convenient, because we're undoubtedly going to be storing all of the food and stuff we get here anyway, and you can just place a little staircase right there, and then boom, it's done. Okay, that'll get me some more farmhouses going. We need to start planting some freaking food. Like, badly, we need to start planting some more freaking food. I need all the foods. How about a lot more carrots out over here, and then maybe a lot more potatoes? Yeah, let's start with this and sort of see how it goes. If we're desperate for food, the next thing we should do is worry about wheat. Wheat is literally going to be the most cost-effective way of getting food. Now, it does require some power in the form of a grist mill. That's the only real downside, but the wheat converts into flour, which can be baked at the bakery if you can supply it with logs, which gets you a pretty hefty amount of food. So that's one thing we could do. The other thing we can do is quickly go through here and get rid of, let's say, that right there. Maybe one right there, and then... Yeah, we actually got rid of a lot of our food production, now that I'm thinking about it. We got rid of a lot of our food production. No wonder we're having problems. Hold the phone. Let's go ahead and place something there, and then let's place something over here, then maybe here, I guess? And how about one over here? Okay? And the reason I'm doing this is we are going to place down some beehives, which should increase the productivity of all nearby farms. Right, that's a thing. 400 science, huh? All right, we'll go ahead and unlock that. What does it cost? 10 and 15 and 20 paper. Well, we have paper. The radius on this is not quite as robust as I might have liked, but nonetheless, we'll go ahead and place it and just enjoy a little bit of productivity. If I were a little bit more efficient, I'm sure I could place this in better spots. I'm sure we could literally build our farms in certain, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7x7 grids. Every farm would be in a perfect 7x7 grid in order to get the maximum productivity. But I'm lazy and I don't feel like it. Ooh, we built a temple. Check this thing out, dude. That's a pretty cool looking temple. I like the aesthetic of it. Dude. That's actually, like, really appropriate for beavers. That's probably my favorite structure in the game. It looks amazing. The only thing I don't like is that it's surrounded by dead, cracked earth. Oh, well. Let's take a look at that water level, by the way. How are we doing on this? It's up to 1.04. Okay. So, it's definitely still building up little bit by little bit, but not Not as fast as I would have liked. It's almost as if it's kind of evening out around this number and not getting much higher. What do we need to do to get this even higher at this point, do you think? Where is it draining away? That's the real question. Where is the water draining away? Is it not filling in every bit of the map? It's not filled in every tiny bit right over here. Yeah. It doesn't fall off the edge of the map or anything, does it? Because that would be really stupid if so. No, surely not. Maybe? I hope not. If that's the case, then we're gonna need to find a way to get some levees built up over here just to prevent it. I mean, I literally see the water flowing in this direction. Right? It's not still water like it is in other places. I literally see it moving kinetically in this direction, which makes me very suspicious. So I'm kind of wondering if we need to levee out the edges of the map. Oh, frickin' heck. That might be exactly something we need to do, is literally just go ahead and levee out the map. I hope not. If that's the case, we need many, many logs, and I need districts, and I need ways of getting over here. And the best way I can think to go would literally be going over this direction. And there is at least a handful of trees and stuff, so it's not like it would be completely barren, but delivering resources over there is not exactly gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I kind of suspect that that's what's going on here. And it's dumb, but okay, if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. We go ahead and prep ourselves for it, and we place down another district specifically to levee off the edge of the map. Just saw we got, by the way, up to 14 level of well-being. Oh, yeah, the shrines and temples are getting around. This is great. Okay. What about books? We had talked about doing books. What does it take to get books again? Printing press. Takes metals and stuff. I've got metals. Takes power and stuff. I got power. Let's go ahead and unlock it. Let's see. Where do I have a huge excess of power? Well, at the moment, nowhere, because apparently my water is not flowing very quickly down here. Yeah, admittedly, that's true. We only have one floodgate open. If I were to open up a couple more, I bet you the discharge rate would be significantly higher. Probably. How's that level doing? Yeah, it's still evened out at 104. All right. If that's the case, maybe there's no downside to letting both of these run. All three of these to increase the speed. Why waste the water flowing off this direction? We might as well let it start draining a little bit in our favor this direction and start getting some serious power rolling. There we go, look at that. Whoa, whoa, it's too much water, it's too much water. It buried all my spatter dock. No, not the spatter dock. No, it's probably fine. How are we doing as far as water level? It should be evening out right about now. Yeah, for the most part, this is looking fine. How are we doing on power now? There we go. That's what I was looking for. Much better. So much better. All right. For real, though, where am I actually going to place down anything for that? How much power are we making here? Excess. And you know what? I don't really care that much about explosives. So tell you what. We're going to go ahead and place a paper mill. Not the paper mill, sorry. Printing press. Ooh, it's too big. Darn it. I was going to say right up over here. And I think we still will do exactly that, but now I need to clear out some plants. I don't care if these both operate at lower efficiency. That's fine. I can't imagine it's super important that they're high up there anyway. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. So, the printing press that I placed over here is apparently just slightly out of range. You see this little red line? This is like the very end of the district as far as what can be connected. Gosh dang it. All right, best solution then is going to be to delete this. I wish there was a way of recovering all my stuff. All right. And then we just place it over here instead, maybe. I don't know. Let's try that. We can see, by the way, very slightly that the water level in this hole I created is going down. So that does confirm for sure that water does go down into the soil, which makes perfect sense. So every once in a while, we're just going to go ahead and have to turn this on. Yeah, it takes up a job, but someone comes over here, fills it up. Just keep an eye on that. If this whole area ever goes barren, well, you know what went wrong. So let's see. I do want to try getting some wheat up and running. We need to get ourselves a grist mill. 60 horsepower does not feel like that much. We should be able to do something with this simply by making use of windmills, I would think. Now, yes, sometimes that means the wind goes down and bad things come out of that. I'm aware. But I also sort of accept that reality. Let's go ahead and place down, let's say, some quick storage. And I think something like this is kind of ideal. And with this, we will place down 2 grist mills up top. And the reason I like this is I can simply place a couple of staircases like so. And that way I have storage immediately underneath. The trick now is to see if I can get myself some power. For that, we wanted to get ourselves windmills. We could also use high power shafts, and that might help. Let me think here. Yeah, we need to unlock this, I'm afraid. This, if we do something here, would apply power. So we can do something like this and this. And then windmill. Turns out it doesn't like some of these locations. Hold the phone. What if I did... okay, hang on. This isn't quite working the way I thought it was, because apparently we're getting stuff sort of stuck in the way. Yeah, I can't place these quite the way I wanted to. But we could try doing that. This still doesn't work great, but... No, and then this gets in the way of the windmill again, too. Drat. All right. What I think we do, then, is we're going to have to place a windmill or 2 up over here. Probably, if we can even reach this direction, and then start siphoning some power down. Unless we wanted to spend the science getting a large windmill, but that seems like complete and total overkill. Frankly, though, I mean, 1 windmill might even be enough for what I need. Let's start by placing it kind of far away. We'll do a high power shaft here and here, with the expectation that this one is going to power both, and hopefully by spreading it as far apart as we did, then at some point I can future-proof this and place extra windmills up here if I need to. That's why I'm leaving this extra shaft available this direction, using the high rotor shaft like so in order to access a new tile. Let's try that and see if we can use these grist mills. Now, this is only part of the equation, of course, because this just grinds the stuff down into flour. Doesn't actually solve my other problems. Then we would have to transport that somewhere else to a bakery, for which I do have the science. Bakery does not require any power. It only require log. Okay, how about we place right over here? Yeah, that'll work. And then all we have to do is place a quick wooden stair like this. Okay, so that sits on top of stuff fairly nicely. It's not exactly going to be the most high-quality bread. Might have a little bit of soot in it, but don't worry about that. That's completely fine. I mean, bread really is just going to be so good. You know, carrots, I think I saw someone did the math on, like, it was either a Reddit or a Steam guide somewhere. The carrots get you something like, I don't know, 0.75 food per day on average, whereas potatoes, even once grilled, get you like 0.66. But bread gets you like 1.5. Now, of course, that's all before I take into account things at the beehive. So the beehives might be a little bit better, but, I mean, still, we'll give this one a go. What's wrong here? Needs power. Yeah, noted. We want wheat flour. Ooh. We can make cattail flour, too. No, all we care about right now is wheat. Hey, does someone want to finish building this dang power shaft? No? You guys are very unhelpful. You know that. You're a bunch of silly little beavers. A bunch of silly beavers. I am worried about our water situation, by the way. Our population continues to grow. It's now 144. It's a little bit higher than I would have liked, honestly. It's a bit much. It's just a bit much. Ugh, I don't know. Are we gonna be okay as far as, like, getting all of our, like, food and stuff together? Our water? Are we causing problems here? I don't know. Maybe. There we go. Okay, so right now we are outputting only 80 horsepower in our windmill, and we need 120 for these grist mills to work at full speed. That said, we have yet to even grow any wheat, so I'm gonna go with it's not a super high priority. But okay. There's a lot more wheat to be planted over here, but our farmers are apparently very, very busy here. Okay. Well, that just means to me that we need more farmers in order to keep this all going. What's your range? You guys can reach pretty far up over here. You guys okay up here? Yeah. Let's place down some additional farmers, I guess. And I mean, we've got the resources, so I feel like we might as well just keep getting some storage to go along with it, too. It's never a bad idea to have more storage at this point, right? Oh, I almost forgot. Are we even producing books, by the way? Hey, we got a book over here. Okay, yeah. We have a couple people working off in this direction. They take some of our paper, of which we have a pretty good excess, though I've used a lot of it up on beehives as of late, I admit. But that's going to start producing some of those books. Now, our productivity and efficiency isn't super high, but we have most of the power that I need. So it's not all that bad. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and plant down a whole load more carrots in these areas. And oh, lo and behold, we have a drought to look forward to. Yay! Oh, that's going to be great. It's going to be great. We're already having food issues, but we're going to start having water issues too and stuff. That's going to be great. What's our water level look like over here? 1.02. It hasn't really changed much, though I note the water is no longer going off in this area, so maybe I was right. I don't know. Is there another river on this map? Whoa, what is this? Looks like a freaking sarlacc pit. No, it's an underground ruin. Fascinating. Is there another river on this map anywhere by any chance? I don't think that there is. I just feel like there's not enough river input. I mean, I suppose the alternative is to dam up this lake so it stops flowing out and create like one giganto super lake and just carefully regulate the flow so that this is one big area that I have lots of water on. We could start building downstream, I suppose. Yeah, that would be a thing. Building lacks workers over here. Yes, duly noted. We have a couple of people who are unemployed over in this direction. Let's go ahead and send at least one more adult over to this area because I'd like people to work in the aquatic farmhouse where I have placed down a whole load of cattail crops. Not sure that I'm going to use it yet. I just figure we might as well have it. This lumberjack realizes that there is nothing to do with his life, so we'll go ahead and pause that job up, and there we go. We'll start farming up some cattails. And here's the pine and the pine resin, so we can start gathering up some pine resin. I'm kind of turning this into a semi-useful district where I can, like, maybe send a handful of resources back. Nothing to do in range. Really? Really, though? All right, hang on. Let's get rid of this, then, and let's try somewhere else. But my thought is, yeah, we can go ahead and have some resources that are worth sending back to the main industrial area. What's going on in this bakery? We need a recipe for bread. Boom, done. Cool. Do we even have things like wheat flour? Spatterdock, metal, potatoes, blah, 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 blah. No, I don't think we have any wheat flour yet because still none of the wheat has finished growing. Okay. So we got a ways to go then, is kind of what I'm hearing out of all of this. We got a bit of a ways to go, but that is okay. We'll somehow find a way to survive. Just got to keep planting, keep going, don't despair. Make plenty of wheat, make plenty of bread, get our food back on track. And in the meantime, our water is still a little bit uncomfortably close to being empty, in my opinion. So we'll go ahead and get something set up over here as well. Okay. Well, I feel like we're, for the most part, doing okay. This particular video, I don't know that we made an absolute ton of progress. We kind of got a few senses of, you know, water levels and stuff like this. The stream gauges is certainly going to be helpful. But how am I really going to start building up a huge amount of water in this area? Shy of moving a big district over there, right? I mean, I got 1.3 days left until another really big drought comes along. And lo and behold, oh crud, this district isn't even... Lo and behold, we're going to have some issues in a little bit where I literally can't get enough water and stuff. Yeah, we need to rethink this, and I do not have a lot of time to figure it out. Okay, well, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.